Welcome to the Guitar Resource Podcast, practice topics for the beginning and intermediate guitarist. Hello. In this episode, we're going to continue talking about the pattern regions, pattern areas. And so far in the series, we've covered all five. So we have open position, we played up and down, and then we had about two position, third position. I'm just going to play up for now. And then we have a fifth position. And then we had a ninth position, or seventh position rather. And then last week we went over the ninth position or 10th position. So those are the basic five areas. And it's useful to try out this first one, which has some open strings in it, an octave higher, so that we get familiar with that shape without any open strings. So that's what we'll talk about today. So here we have 12th position. So if you're on a guitar that has kind of restricted access to those upper frets without a cutaway or whatever, you may just try to follow along here, but we'll be working in 12th position. So let's go over the octave shape first, which we can play with second finger and fourth finger. So I have second finger on string 2, fret 13, and finger 4 on string 5, fret 15. And you can also play that with fingers 1 and 3. So that is string 2, fret 13, and string 5, fret 15. Okay, so let's go over the major scale there in that octave shape. So we have string 5, we have fret 15. String 4, we have frets 12, 14, and 15. String 3, we have frets 12 and 14. String 2, we have frets 12 and 13. So let's work our way back down. We have string 2, frets 13 and 12. String 3, we have 14 and 12. String 4, we have 15, 14, and 12. And then we have string 5, fret 15. So there we have the major scale and the octave shape. So as we've done before, we're going to try going up above the high C note and below the low C note. So let's try going above this C. And so we can reach up to this G here. So let me just go over that. So I'm on fret 13, second string, and we have 14. String 1, we have frets 12, 13, and 15 available. Now let's try going below the C note there. We have 5th string here, 15th fret, 15, 14, and 12. And then on the 6th string, we have 15, 13, and 12. Great, so now let's work on the full range in this position. So we'll start with 6th string. So we have 12, 13, and 15. And then we have 5th string. We have 12, 14, 15. Fourth string, we have the same thing. 12, 14, and 15. Third string, we have 12 and 14. Second string, we have 12, 13, and 15. First string, same thing, 12, 13, and 15. So let's try to work our way back down. We have 15 on the first string, 13 and 12. Second string, we have 15, 13, 12. Third string, we have 14 and 12. Fourth string, we have 15, 14, and 12. Fifth string, we have 15, 14, 12. And on the sixth string, we have 15, 13, and 12. So I'll just go up and down. So if you're practicing these, say going up and then back down, you can always just try to end on the C chord when you finally finish it out. That way you have some context. And then on the other way, you can also try that. So if you go down, and then try to return to that C note. Well, thanks for listening. I hope you get a chance to subscribe to our email newsletter. And started Skype Lessons recently, so I'm making this video and some other things available to Skype students, and I'm planning to open up the website also for memberships. Even if you're not interested in doing private lessons, you can join and enjoy the content that way. I will leave the video version of this podcast on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page for a little bit. So if you want to try it out there, you can take a look there. Well, thanks again for listening, and I hope you have a great week of practice. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Guitar Resource podcast. Be sure to rate and subscribe. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.